Have you ever felt attacked for no reason? Betrayed by the very people you once helped? Their kindness twisting into cruelty behind your back? If so, you have more in common than you think with one of history's greatest kings. On a dark, stormy night, a lone figure stands silhouetted against the sky, his heart as turbulent as the clouds above. This is King David, a man after God's own heart. Yet he is besieged by whispers in the shadows and the sting of unjust hatred. He feels the weight of false accusations, the pain of friendships turned to enmity, and the chilling realization that those he prayed for now plot his downfall. His cry echoes a question that has haunted humanity for ages. Why do they hate me without a cause? This isn't just a story from the ancient past. It's a mirror to the battles we face today when our integrity is questioned and our good deeds are repaid with evil. In the quiet solitude of his chambers, with enemies gathering at his gates, King David pours out his soul onto a scroll. This raw, unfiltered prayer becomes what we now know as Psalm 35. The visuals of his words come to life. He sees the hidden pits they dug for him, the sharp-toothed lies they spread like wildfire, and the sneering faces of those who mock his faith. He remembers how he fasted and prayed for them when they were sick, mourning their troubles as if they were his own. Yet in his moment of stumbling, they gather with glee, rejoicing in his pain. This isn't a gentle, polite request. It is a warrior's desperate plea for divine justice. David calls upon God not as a distant, passive observer, but as a mighty champion. He implores the Lord to rise, to take up shield and spear, and to contend with those who contend with him, fighting on his behalf against forces he cannot overcome alone. Herein lies the profound lesson of Psalm 35, the revolutionary act of entrusting your battles to the ultimate vindicator. When faced with overwhelming injustice, our first instinct is often to fight back, to defend our name, to seek revenge. But David shows us a different path. As he lays his case before the heavens, a divine light pierces the stormy clouds, a visual metaphor for God's intervention. The shadowy figures of his enemies, once so menacing, are seen recoiling from this brilliant, holy light, their plots scattered like dust in the wind. The psalm teaches us that true strength is found not in our own ability to retaliate, but in our faith that a higher power sees our plight, hears our cries, and acts as our defender. It's about surrendering the outcome to God, trusting that he will plead our cause and execute justice with perfect wisdom, turning our vulnerability into a testament of his power. The storm that raged within David's soul and in the skies above begins to subside. The dark, tumultuous clouds part, making way for a glorious sunrise that bathes the landscape in warm, golden light. The figure on the cliff, once a portrait of despair, now stands with a face filled with peace and unwavering hope. The scene transitions to show David, his name cleared and his throne secured, leading his people not in an act of vengeance, but in joyous, unrestrained worship. His personal lament has transformed into a public chorus of praise, a powerful declaration that God is the one who rescues the helpless from those too strong for them. So, no matter how fierce the opposition or how deep the betrayal, remember you are not alone in your fight. Hold on to your faith with unyielding tenacity. Your vindication is not just a distant hope. It is a promise waiting to dawn.